merry meet, and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and this is Thrilling Thursday, and I'm thrilled to be here, and I hope you are too. Moderating today, we are streaming live, by the way, on YouTube and Twitch, and moderating on YouTube is the lovely Honeypaw, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, Honeypaw. Thank you, Deline. I am starting a new course today, so we don't even have the registration for it up. We're just getting the materials together, but I thought we'd do the lecture part of it today. And the video is so odd. I don't know what that is. Well, I guess it's the way it's supposed to be. It's not quite what I thought it was going to be, but we'll deal. Anyway, so we are going to start a new class today, so it's a little bit behind. Normally what I've been doing in the past is getting the course together and getting the the registration page and then starting the lecture. But I thought we would do it this way. That way we'd already have the lecture ready, so that when I do the registration, that there's already a class started, So I'm just doing it this way. So I hope you enjoy the course, and I'm excited to be here. Just as a reminder, we are here every single Wednesday, every single Thursday, doing some sort of witchy lesson of some sort, and then Wednesday's more practical. So we do practical magic on Wednesday, theoretical or class-oriented book learning on Thursday. Then Friday we have the Witch's Rosary. Saturday we have a psalm spell, and Sunday we have a live stream lecture. Remember also that on Tuesdays we have a tarot class, and that's at 9:45 a.m. Pacific. All the other magic streams, Wednesday through Sunday, are at 10:15 a.m. Pacific. We have a shop, and that's at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. We make a small commission off of each and every sale, and we do appreciate your support. Give me just 1/2 a second. This video is driving me crazy, so I'm gonna fix it. Hold on just a moment. Okay, and let's see. If you would like to give us a donation, you can always do that by going to paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga. paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga. If you're watching live on YouTube, you could use a super sticker or super sticker. No, is that super chat? What is it? Super thanks. You could use a super thanks. And then if you're watching on a restream, you could use no, that's a super thanks. What is it? Super sticker or super chat on the, do I have it right? Well, whatever the super is on the live, and then there's a different super on the restream. I can't ever remember what that's called. And let's see, we have tomorrow, I'm going to have a premiere at 11 a.m. So it's right after the rosary. So if you're around for that, we'd love to have you there. And I guess that's it. If you have any questions, you can put them right in the chat thread on either YouTube or Twitch. And this video will fix itself in just a moment. All right, so let's start with a meditation. If you are in a place where it is appropriate, safe, and comfortable for you to, please close your eyes and begin to take some nice, slow, long, deep, relaxing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. With every inhale, feel more light and peace extending into your body. And with every exhale, feel like you're able to drop all tension away, along with anything that you do not want. Breathing in light and peace, and letting go all tension and anything you do not want on each and every exhale. We picture ourselves on top of a beautiful mountain in the center of a circular grove of trees. In the center of our bonfire, in the center of our circle, a bonfire blazes forth, lighting us and the grove up with a sacred golden light. We recognize that this is the light of perfect love and perfect trust, and it easily and effectively burns away everything that is unlike itself, leaving us safe and serene. Into this sacred space, we also invoke the presence of our angels, our teachers, and our guides. We ask that we be guided and led as we walk upon the way, making us happier, more peaceful, more prosperous, more loving people. Thank you very much, and if it's appropriate for you to do so, please join me in saying out loud the words blessed be. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit preoccupied trying to get my video working, and I'm not sure why it's not. I'm going to try it. It's driving me cray-cray. Okay, now it's just the Faerie. I only want the Faerie. I didn't want that other thing. It was driving me crazy. All right, so today we're actually going to start, in just a moment, we're going to start the new course. This is a course, obviously, as you can see, on fairy magic. And it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I just finally got it together. And so I'm excited to present it to you. And this is going to be lesson 1. So, welcome to my fairy magic course. Together, we'll explore nature magic and the captivating world of the Fae. I'm excited to share all of my knowledge on this topic, but it's important to understand that the Fae's existence is immense, and my understanding and my teachings only barely scratch the surface. My practice, and therefore this course, draws from Celtic traditions. But it's very important that you understand that the Fae transcend all geographical, cultural, and belief system boundaries. So this course is intended for those of you that are studying my basic angel magic course. That's because the fairies' energies can be very potent and unpredictable and downright dangerous at times. So it's very essential that you exercise caution when interacting with them. To ensure protection in fairy magic, invoking the angelic protection is very, very powerful to do so. And that's why I recommend that you have some grounding in angel magic. It's not necessary, but that's my recommendation. Your birth angels will guide you, they'll protect you, and they'll lead you down the right path when you're working with fairies. Remember that it's important to prioritize this protection as you dive into the content of this course. So I'm excited that you're going to join me on this very enchanting journey through the intricate threads that connect our world to the fairy realm. You can prepare to be absolutely mesmerized as you open your mind to the wonders that await you in this world. I hope that this course will serve as a source of knowledge to you and also inspiration for you as you embark on your own personal journey into the realm of fairy magic. I want to start by discussing the angel Ariel, and she's the archangel of very immense power and authority in the Pauline arts traditions. She has immense influence over the planet Venus, and thus the signs of Taurus and Libra. It's essential to remember that angels are not gendered. So I say she when I refer to Ariel, and it's a traditional pronoun, but it doesn't imply any kind of physical gender. Angel Ariel is also known as the angel of the Fae, and she's praised for her tireless commitment to promoting divine love. Her divine influence extends to fostering deep bonds of affection between human beings and animals. Those include our pets and also our service animals that help us every day. Nature's beauty is attributed to the fairies, and those are magical beings who've got profound connection to the natural world. And Ariel is the angel who is seen as the queen of the fairies in many of those ancient legends about the fairies. So whenever you think of the good fairy, the fairy queen, or the fairy king as well, it's hinting toward this force that we call Anael. She's the angel of beauty. She's the angel of adornment. She has got a divine relationship with these very mystical creatures. Like I said, legends and ancient tales that depict the fairy queen or the fairy king are depicting Anael's power. And she is said to have created the fairies to aid in the healing and protecting of our planet, imbuing them with ethereal beauty and grace. The Creator trusted her entirely with this task. So if you want to experience the magic of nature and tap into Angel Anael's powerful energy, then fairy magic is an excellent way to start to do that. By embracing this ancient occult art, you can establish a deep, abiding connection with the unseen realms and immerse yourself in those whimsical essences of the fairies. Remember that we always approach this practice with extreme caution and respect, because fairies have both a positive and negative side. But by embracing the very alluring power of fairy magic with an open heart and pure intention, you can unlock and unchain your true potential and discover limitless possibilities within you as a creative being and as somebody who is also very connected to the natural realm yourself. This course is going to take you on a journey to explore the magical world of the fairies, often called fairyland. And as you immerse yourself in the realm of fairy magic, you will discover their mystical connection with all of humanity. So I want you to allow this enchanting energy of fairy magic to guide you as you explore the wonders of the natural world and wake up to your potential as a magical being as well. The word fairy, as I spell it in this course, Faerie, has French roots. And that word replaced the word elf in England during the Tudor era. Fairies are very different from the Victorian fairy tales. They're associated with a mystical realm where magic flows through every aspect of their existence, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. So a lot of those sort of sanitized versions of the fairies are not what we're talking about here. The veil between the physical and the supernatural is extremely thin in the realm of the fairy, and people can catch a glimpse of this enchanting world oftentimes when they are in natural settings. This world is infused with magic, and it infuses our lives with magic and wonder and awe. The ancient legends of the fairies tell us how archangels created patterns and archetypes. Excuse me, I just skipped a paragraph. The ancient angel legends that we work with in our angel magic courses describe how archangels created patterns and archetypes for all living creatures on the earth. These patterns hold the promise of interconnectedness, maintaining a very delicate balance inside the natural world. The archetypes exist in the upper astral plane and were discovered by the very first priests and magicians. The archangels guide individuals on their journey to self-discovery and to their true wills, their true natures, and their true destinies. The fairies were entrusted by the archangel Anael to infuse charm and elegance into the earthly realm. They reside in what is called the Middle Kingdom, existing in both the ethereal realm and within our world. Now, they, when during the fall, in the story of the ancient story of Lucifer, they fell into that middle kingdom, and they're in that place that is not the physical, but it is not purely astral either. And they coexist in a very separate world than ours. Now, there was a writer named Robert Kirk in the 17th century who compiled a collection of ancient Scottish lore, and he focused on seers who claimed knowledge of this hidden world, and they called it the Middle People. The fairies were called the Middle People. The manuscript is called The Secret Commonwealth, and it was discreetly distributed over a century before it was actually published and printed in 1815. Kirk believed in an unseen realm beyond our physical reality, emitting a fascinating energy that flows into our world. This energy is most potent in areas called fairy paths, or what we call ley lines in this day and age. To discover the captivating world of fairies, one needs a unique ability to perceive their etheric presence. This is often known as clairvoyance. Exploring their realm can be dangerous due to their enchanting magic called glamour. Now remember, glamour comes from the same root word as the word grammar. And grammar comes from the same word as the word grimoire, which is magic, a magic book. Grammar really points to how words are magical. Even not only the biblical stories of creation, but many stories of creation talk about how the source of life created things with a word. And so fairy glamour is similar in that regard. There's a glamour is an illusion that is cast. Now that can be a wonderful thing because it can make things nicer than they appear to be, but it can also lead us into deception, and it can lead us into time wasting, and it can lead us into parts of their realm that we can't really get out of. So we got to be careful when we're working with the fairies or going into that realm. Now, if you have honed your astral projection skills, navigating the realm of the fairy becomes much more seamless and easy for you. And if you're doing so with the protection of your angels, then you have a completely different experience ahead of you than somebody who's just chancing upon the fairy realm. The essence of fairy magic resides predominantly within that etheric plane that we talk about, where those whimsical energies of the fairies thrive and dance with exquisite grace, I might add. By harnessing your astral projection skills, you can embrace the wonders of fairy magic much more effortlessly. So it's a good idea to have some skill in astral projection before doing this work. Fairies are much different than archangels because they don't have an ethical code dictating any kind of interaction with humans. The fairies can determine if they want to reveal their world to us or not. So it's essential to approach them with caution. Their mystical and very captivating elements can trap people in their spell who long to return home. And there's a lot of stories of that, about that, people that get stuck in that other world. And in this day and age, when people get stuck in that world, it's usually seen as a type of insanity because people don't understand what the fairies are. But it's still a very real phenomenon. To understand fairies, we must let go of our preconceived notions of those Tinkerbell-like creatures and view them as the celestial beings that they are. They're similar to extraterrestrial visitors from another world. It's a better way of thinking about them. Now, fairies may interact with us, but they possess very dissimilar values, thoughts, and emotions when compared to human beings. Like I said, the word glamour originates from Scotland, and it signifies magic. Magic is linked to learning and language's precise use that can change reality through imagination. Ancient traditions suggested that knowing the true name of something grants us control over it. If you think about the story Rumpelstiltskin, that was one of the points of that story was to depict how once she understood who Rumpelstiltskin's name was, she had control over that thing. So glamour is the art of casting illusions around a person, place, or object, and it possesses the power to captivate and to enthrall, but it has the potential to transform the mundane into something really extraordinary. But glamour and glamoring, whether it be something that we do or that's happening from the world of the fairy, requires caution, because the allure of a glamour can deceive and can ensnare people under its spell. Its paradoxical nature demands utmost respect and caution. The imagination has long been captivated by the mystical and somewhat mythical beings called the Faerie. And they are muse-like creatures, having inspired countless creative geniuses throughout history, from renowned artists to celebrated writers. Their ethereal presence and enchanting allure continue to permeate the realms of art, literature, music, and beyond. Fairies possess otherworldly beauty and ethereal grace that embodies the very essence of magic itself. Their delicate wings shimmer in the moonlight, their laughter echoing through ancient forests, their radiant presence igniting the inspiration in the hearts of those lucky enough to encounter them. However, amidst the mesmerizing allure of the fairy, it's essential to remember that it is a realm of duality where light and darkness intertwine. Behind the veil of all these enchantments lies a world that can inspire and deceive, evoke feelings of love and fear, and weave tales of joyous triumphs and heartbreaking tragedies. As we venture into the realm of the fairy, we must remember that the magic that flows through its veins, allowing us to infuse our creative spirits with boundless inspiration. But we have to remember, did I even say that right? Let's do that sentence again. As we venture into the realm of the fairy, let us embrace the magic that flows through its veins, allowing it to infuse our creative spirits with boundless inspiration. But let us also approach it with caution, for within the beauty and wonder lies the potential for mortal danger, reminding us of the very delicate balance between the mystical and the perilous. Fairies are born out of creativity and emotion, making them deeply connected to the realm of magic. They are drawn to magic's enchanting allure, but are also cautious of human intrusion into their ethereal world of wonder. This has created growing divides between our two worlds, but the presence of fairies can still be felt in the untouched corners of nature. In the tranquil embrace of nature, the magic of the fairy continues to dance upon the whispers of the wind. Their presence brings a sense of calm and tranquility, reminding us of the unfathomable depths of wonder that exist in the unseen realms. As we tread softly upon the earth with reverence for those enchanting mysteries, we may find ourselves blessed with the ethereal presence of the fairies. Our ancestors had a profound connection with nature, and they recognized the presence of nature spirits and elementals. They respected and revered the occult forces gaining a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. Even in our modern world, these ancient forces continue to safeguard the timeless intelligence of the earth. By immersing ourselves in the natural world and embracing its enchanting energy, we can tap into a wellspring of tranquility and insight. Green is a captivating color that represents the beauty of nature. According to ancient folklore, wearing green can grant humans the power of fairy magic, connecting them to the mystical forces of the universe. This draws enchantment seekers to the practice of magic, particularly herbology, as they explore hidden realms of ancient wisdom and ethereal energies. Different shades of green have unique significance in nature, such as yellow-green, representing betrayal, dark or olive green, embodying strength and stamina, bright green, acting as a sign of impending storms, reminding us to pause and seek shelter before moving forward. A variety of vibrant greens symbolize positivity and progress, encouraging us to trust the journeys and welcoming change. In addition to greens, all colors hold great significance in nature and in color magic. Different flower colors are believed to influence our physical and mental well-being. Red flowers can infuse us with vitality. Yellow blooms sharpen our mental alertness. Mixing red and yellow flowers can create cheerfulness, and combining roses and carnations with maidenhair fern can transform any space into a tranquil sanctuary. But it's advised to avoid using floral arrangements with only blue flowers because they are often believed to induce feelings of mental depression. So working with color magic, using the color magic that you understand from all of the other courses that you've taught in flower arrangements, is a very subtle way to start working with the fairy. It has the ability to infuse our surroundings with this fairy energy, making it a very essential aspect of our work. In ancient times, farmers believed that working with the spirits of nature was essential to harvest the best crops and to raise healthy livestock. Agricultural magic enabled them to tap into ancient mystical knowledge and unlock its potential. By establishing a strong connection with nature, they achieved enlightenment and harmony in many aspects of their lives. Blessing the land before planting was one of the fascinating practices of the ancient farmers. They invoked the magic of the earth, calling upon spirits of nature to ensure bountiful crop yields. They carefully etched planting signs into the soil, creating arcane engravings that represented their connection to the natural world. Even today, you can find evidence of these markings in many old farmlands, preserving our ancestors' knowledge and reminding us of the sacred bond between humanity and the land. The art of agricultural magic holds a deep sense of mystery and an undeniable connection to the realm of the fairy. Following the instructions and illustrations in the planting guide provided in your handout allows us to cultivate botanical wonders in our own gardens and indoor plants, and to deepen our bond with nature. Planting with intention and reverence honors the cycles of life and the interdependence of all living creatures. A magical seal adorned with the celestial bodies of the sun, moon, and Saturn is a powerful tool for harnessing the blessings of the land. It's included in the lesson, and it's a rayed circle, and that rayed circle captures the sun's energy, while the watery trine of the moon forms a harmonious triangle that symbolizes the sacred connection between heaven and earth. Then there's an oblong seal of Cassiel, the guardian angel of Saturn, and the soil. And this adds an extra layer of mystical energy and can exorcise any haunted problems in the land. Drawing the symbol onto stone or in the soil itself with pebbles or chalk, and cultivating the land using the power of the sun, moon, and the archangel Cassiel of Saturn unlocks this ancient magic within nature. The sacred diagram connects us to the wisdom traditions that have sustained humanity for centuries. Through the harmonious interplay of these celestial forces, we can create a thriving environment that nourishes all plant life and inspires us with wonder. And now I encourage you, once you get that diagram, to work with it, to actually do some planting with it, because that can be your very first foray into fairy magic. And it's a very gentle and safe way to get yourself started in this work. And whether it's a house plant, or whether it's a garden, whether it's a flower garden, a vegetable garden, or just some herbs, if you start incorporating some of this ancient agricultural magic, such as this diagram that I'm going to give you, you will start having that relationship with the fairy long before we even start any of our journeys into fairyland, which will come in subsequent lessons. Thank you so much for starting this journey with me. Until the next time, blessed be. Okay, let's see if I have any questions before we get going onto our day. I have a little woods out back. It's about the size of a living room. I left it natural for 7 years. I want to cut some of the weeds and plant some veggies and fruit trees. Would that disturb the fairies? No. No, I don't think that would disturb the fairies at all. What I would do is use, once this lesson gets uploaded, probably sometime before next week, I would use the diagram that's described in the lesson, and the handout will be even more explicit than the lecture, and incorporate that. But no, I don't think that would be bad at all. In fact, it would be a nice way to start to show them that you're interested in having a symbiotic relationship with them. Somebody said, do they have a type of fear of us? I don't know that it's fear, but they sometimes have a loathing of us. Sometimes they're very suspicious of us. And it's, again, something that you want to tread very lightly. And there's a lot of different methods that I'm going to share with you that I found to be very safe or safer. And if you're working with your birth angels and you have any sense of the practices that I describe in my basic angel magic course, it's going to be a lot easier for you. But I'm not sure that I would call what they have about us fear, but they do despise us a lot of times. And I can't say that I blame them, because look at what we've done to the earth. Look how horrible our earth is. Could you please consider teaching about the Ray children? You have a way of making everything so easy to understand. I will definitely consider that. Thanks for the suggestion. I appreciate it. All right. Well, thank you for the amazing questions. I love those. I hope that you enjoy this topic and that you will enjoy this course. And this should be, I think this is going to be about maybe 5 or 6 weeks. So buckle in. And I appreciate you tuning in today, and we'll be back for more fairy magic next week. And thank you so much to the amazing moderators. Today we had the lovely Honeypaw and the lovely Deline, and we will see you all very soon. Much love and many, many blessings.